Hello, dear moms. Today I'm going to answer the question of what to do with children that just don't have spontaneous words. They do not imitate actions really. They have some babbling like mama, papa, tata, ah, yeah, g. I'm referring to the question from one of our members. You'll know who you are. Your children typically do follow directions. Okay, so these are for children that understand language. It's just that their expressive language is not developing. Okay, so the progression is imitation of actions first. So before your child speaks, right, and imitate words, they have to imitate actions. The progression is actions, then sounds, then sound combinations, and only then words. So what actions do you start with? You start with the basic ones, okay? Get them to clap, get them to imitate wave bye-bye, get them to give you a high five, get them to bang two things together. How do you get them to imitate actions? And it has to be consistent, okay? You want to get them into the habit of imitating actions after you. So if you clap and they don't clap, what do? They're not imitating. So the way to address that is you need to prompt them physically. What does that mean? It means you put your hands over their hands and you physically get them to you facilitate that action. Okay? So with clapping, you put your hands over their hands, you get them into clapping, and then you say clapping, and then you definitely reinforce any activity that you prompt them to do, and then they do it, even if for a second, you reinforce them. You did it! You clapped! Good job! Okay? If verbal reinforcement, meaning saying these things, does nothing for the child, you can give them a sticker. You did it! You copied me! Good job! If stickers does nothing for the child, or they are going to take it off and like, ooh, don't put that on me, then you can give them, you can carry a bag with Cheerios or Fruit Loops or, pieces of carrots, whatever they like, and you give them a little piece, and you say, you did a good job. And I know this sounds like what we do with animals to train them, but this is the most primitive form of reinforcement if the other forms do not work. So don't worry about doing that, because you'll, as soon as they start to imitate actions and progress with imitation of sounds and words, you could always move up to stickers and eventually to just verbal praise. But even if you do give Cheerios or Fruit Loops or whatever little snacks, always pair it with a verbal, yes, you did it, yay, or good job, or good boy. Always pair that food with the verbal reinforcement, okay? So after you do that every day, so you work on the clapping, you take their hand and you do the waving bye-bye. You could do that to animals, toy animals in the room. Each time you leave the room, you say bye to each animal. You prompt their hand up and you go bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye bunny, bye-bye bear, and so on, okay? And when you enter the room, you could work on hi, this action, hi, okay? Imitation of sounds will come in almost together with imitation of actions if the child is capable of producing sounds. So you don't just model clapping to them or waving bye. You connect it with speaking, right? You always say something as you're doing it. You're not just quietly clapping. You're not just quietly doing a high five. You say high five. So you're already modeling speech, just like you're modeling actions. Okay? Whenever the child is ready, they will copy you. So basically, that would be the way to go. You start with actions, then you move on to eliciting sounds from them. It's a different video that I will record, but the way to get them to imitate words is to start with consistent imitation of actions. Okay, hope that was useful. Ask questions below.